Hi, good morning. Welcome to the video. I was just live for an hour, same amount of time I always am. I don't know why they're still doing construction when there's a foot of snow outside. Anyway, I'm Melissa, I write books. I think probably at this point, yeah, definitely 70,000 words into a draft that was allegedly supposed to be 75,000 words. That is definitely gonna be 90,000 words. But I come bearing good news is that I did figure out what happens in the book. I will accept applause at this time. Yes, I figured out the twist of the book, which is like, you're probably like, Alyssa, you were writing a thriller and you didn't know the twist? Yeah, I was, and that's why it was taking so long. I say taking so long after writing 70,000 words in 25 days. It's fine. So yeah, I'm through the midpoint. I figured out the twist this morning. So very a productive morning. Like, as the twist is in my head right now, it probably will not stay the same throughout, but I think it's a good basis for the twist, and it's enough information to actually get me through the whole book. Because I needed to know what the main motivation was for this end event that's gonna happen, and now I know what that twist is, what the motivation is, what they're gonna be doing and saying and thinking, you know, to get us through the end. So I'm feeling really good about that. I'm going to work now because it's Monday. And I'm live with Andy tonight, so I'll be doing some more writing on the live stream, but I'm hopeful that now that I know exactly what happens in the rest of this book, that I can fly through it a little bit quicker. And what I mean by that is not that I'm going to be writing exponentially more words, it's that instead of a chapter being 3,600 words of me rambling trying to get to the point, a chapter will be 1,500 words of the right material, and then we're on to the next one. So maybe it's like I'm writing the same amount of words, but I'm getting through more of the story with the words, you know? I'm heading to work now, and I'll check in with you afterwards. I don't know how much updating I'm gonna have to do with this video, but it's kind of a push to the end at this point. So I'm kind of feeling like I'm gonna go into just like writing a lot mode instead of updating a lot. Hello, the sun is setting. That's why we get this just beautiful golden light. It's 4 o'clock, 4:30-ish. Just got back from work. I'm streaming with Andy at 6, so I'm excited about that. It's gonna be wild to like look at my stats for this month and see how many times I was live, because I don't even know. But I actually really do appreciate it, because when I don't feel like writing with friends, either like through, like if I'm streaming with someone or even in chat, is just like very energy giving for me. So that's exciting. I'm excited to stream with Andy. I don't think Andy and I have streamed solo, it's the two of us. So that'll be fun. I feel like I haven't talked to Andy in a few days. Shocking. I'm thinking we'll probably do 2 25-minute sprints. That seems to be the name of the game. And I think I was saying this earlier, but I really am gonna try to make goals that are like, get through this amount of chapters rather than this amount of words. And so I think I'm gonna make dinner here, and then I'm going to tidy up a little bit. We love a cleaning montage around here, don't we? And then make a plan before we go on stream of what happens next, like look through what happens next and kind of sort through everything, you know? I often spend the first 5 minutes or like 10 minutes sometimes of the sprint like organizing my thoughts, because it's the first time I'm writing for the day. And also when you're streaming, there's like this transition between like, oh, we're having a conversation to like, now I'm writing, you know, it's like kind of a mental shift. Not so much when I'm streaming alone, but when I'm streaming with someone else and I'm like in conversation. So I'm gonna really try to plan that out prior with hopes of getting through a good chunk. It's really bad. I've been thinking a lot about other writing related things that are not this book. Like I've been thinking a lot about my next draft for Project Gas Station, and my next plan for the new year, like all the things I want to write next year. And I've been doing a lot of stuff with querying actually, and with my query letter, and like sending out queries to agents, and also just like looking through all the stats and like watching a lot of querying content again. And I'm like starting to make all these plans for all these videos I want to make. You guys, like I have a list that's like 10 videos long of videos for December. So like if you thought like, oh Alyssa, I'm so sad you're gonna see me. I plan to take a week off, but I don't know if I actually will. I feel like there's just new fire lit under my butt to like about querying and agents again, which is kind of a dangerous place for me to be, because then I get really overzealous. And I'm like, oh, I want to do all of these things so that I can be good enough. You know, like I want to do all these things to my draft. And so I'm already thinking that way about Gas Station, because I mean, who knows what might happen with that at wedding season. I have a few requests out, but gas station, I'm like, okay, I could do this kind of a pass, and then I could do this kind of a thing, and then I need to read these kind of books so that I can know what the tone is so that I can pitch to this certain agent, and then blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, oh, so you're supposed to be writing this other book? Girl, get it together. But I kind of do this thing sometimes where I like to watch content about what I'm going to be doing next. So for example, I'm consuming a lot of content about querying right now, and the next thing I'm gonna do is really focus in on that, maybe. Or I'm actually thinking of writing a query letter for gas station before I do my next pass. Then, like, I'm kind of thinking when I'm about to get to the line editing phase, watching a bunch of line editing videos before I do that, just as my content that I watch during the week, because if I do it at the same time, I get stressed and overwhelmed, and I'm like, I never get a break from line editing if I'm line editing and then also watching videos about line editing. So it's this kind of like watching the content to like prime my brain, and then I'm ready to do it. But that we're getting ahead of ourselves. We're still in November. We're still writing a book. Is anybody else with me where you're like ready to start doing the next thing? Or is everyone else like, Alyssa, can we all just take a nap first? Like what? That's what the tea is. Is this butter? Okay, comment down below. Can butter just like sit out? I feel like I let butter sit out a long time. It says keep refrigerated, but is that just like a suggestion? I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's go clean.
In the darkness when I'm stumbling, and I don't know what to do, when it all feels overwhelming, I am never over you, and I don't know why I'm like this, why I never get enough. In the depths of all my drowning fears, I am covered in your love, and it's then that I'm reminded just how beautiful you are. Even when my faith is falling, you're still carrying my heart. My heart is covered in your love.
Voiceover Alyssa here to take you through the end of this video. So I never ended up talking to the camera again, but I had the most lovely stream with the lovely Andy. Make sure to go check out her channel if you have not already. Have I not done an AuthorTube shout out of Andy? Because that is a crime if I have not. I feel like I have, but either way, go sub to her. She's got some great writing content, lovely vibey vlogs, lovely fun sit down videos. And I was actually very successful. So we did two 30-minute sprints, or a 30 and a 25. And I did spend a little bit of time before the sprint kind of getting all of my ducks in a row, and it really did pay off. I think I ended the day around 6,000 words, which brought me to 75K, which is fine, but unnecessary. But I did get through 2 full chapters on the stream with Andy, which is really great progress. And each of those chapters was like 1,200 words. One was 1,800, one was 1,100, I think. And that is exactly where I want to be. I want short chapters that get to the point, that get us through the plot. So I'm really excited about how that's going. I'm excited to kind of jump into the climax almost. I mean, I have a little bit more of Act 2 Part 2 to get through. But like I mentioned in previous vlogs in this series, I'm jumping through Act 2 Part 2 quite quickly because I don't know exactly how the mystery comes together. And now, even though I do know the twist now, I'm still bridging the gap between the midpoint and the climax series of events pretty quick. I just have to tell you guys, I just recited the Miranda rights from memory. I think that's impressive.
frankly. Okay, back to the writing.
Writing is coming really well. The power of an outline is truly amazing. I'm excited to make more movement and hopefully finish this book in the next few days. I'm feeling more confident than I have in a while that that is actually possible, so it's going well. Brought me a light bulb emoji for all the ideas that I had today, which it was a lot. So I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.